It's refreshing to find a young girl so free of the taint of asexuality that's assaulting our country on all fronts. You see, she is a girl, Borsky. We don't have to wonder what sex she belongs to. She's a fine, sexy, all-American girl. And it's really nice to have her here.
Right you are, Captain.
Video Vixens, also known as Black Socks, is a kind of quasi-naughty sketch comedy parody film shot in 1974 and directed by Henry Picard under his real name, Ron Sullivan. It's likely very influenced by the mainstreaming of adult films at the time, as well as the Groove Tube, which I reviewed last week. The premise of the film is that a TV executive of a station called KLITT has decided to air the first ever primetime Stag Film Awards show in order to save his fledgling television station. Basically think Weird Al's UHF, but with way more pubic hair and less Victoria Jackson. Oh, I apologize. Apparently this is a kid's film. My mistake. Either that or this is just a really short actor like Tom Cruise? Maybe the film isn't going to be as bad as I thought.
You mean the magazine? Artistic trends? Lots of stock position and things like that. What pictures? We do a lot of that trend.
That's smut! You're smut! You're going on the list!
What's with him?
I don't know, honey. Hey, maybe he wants you to show him some of your positions.
Oh, would you like to see me strike a pose, honey?
The first part of the film follows the executive and crew as they recruit talent, line up advertisers, and prepare to produce the event. No dollar was spared towards the production of this film, but fortunately it looks like they found enough change under the couch to put it all together, like in the opening scene of the Stag Awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight from Hollywood, KLITT presents the first annual Stag Film Academy Awards night with special guest star that king of porno, Rex Borsky, and our host for tonight, that famous film critic, that man of style, Mr. Taste and Culture himself, Gordon.
After the award show intro, we get our first commercial break when Cheryl Rainbow Smith promotes a feminine hygiene product, whose name I'll just leave out of this heavily censored clip to tell you...
Look, just between us girls, we've got a problem sometimes. With odor. And not just any odor. A big deal crotch odor.
Sparkle where you tinkle.
Love it.
Twinkle twice.
I love it.
Twinkle twice. Every glistening crack and crinkle will be cherry blossom pink. I love you, twinkle twice.
The first Stag parody shown is a take on the roughy style of adult film in which a housewife is confronted with what seems to be her boyfriend or husband and seems to be okay with this horrible abuse.
How many bottles?
2.
That's not good enough.
But apparently M. Night Shyamalan wrote this because it does end with a twist.
It's Melvin, my husband.
What's for lunch, baby?
Tuna salad, darling.
That's not good enough.
I'm sorry, darling, but tuna salad is all we have. I hope you won't be mad at me. I hope you won't be angry.
Shut up, baby.
What a twist!
I don't even know what the next commercial parody Dial-A-Snatch is about, and frankly it left me feeling as befuddled as the model looked in this clip of her. That I can't even show you actually here on YouTube, so here's a funny clip of a squirrel trying to steal from a bird feeder.
Whoop. Whoa!
You have to be quiet, otherwise you get distracted.
Is that the straight out method?
Almost. He hasn't gotten there yet. But...
He's still got his arms bunched in. Can he do that?
Called Dial-A-Snatch.
Dial-A-Snatch. You won't be lonely if you're lonely. Dial-A-Snatch.
The next stag film parody is a play on a psychiatrist trying to take advantage of his patient, a kind of trope in adult films. More disturbing than the softcore action on screen is this bizarre, jaunty little song that doesn't sound much different from something Ludwig van Drake would have sung for a Disney short.
Ja, ja. Und if tick to you means quick, and if tack to you means cock, and every little tick-tack is quick-cock. Ja, ja.
The next commercial, Minute Merkin, is actually fairly funny, and my guess is it's a parody of a commercial on TV at the time.
I used Minute Merkin.
Minute Merkin?
Yes, Minute Merkin, a pelvic wig. It's not just any rug made out of synthetics or horsehair. Minute Merkin is hand-woven from genuine human pubic hair.
The next award was presented by the one and only George Buck Flower, who was an actor in a lot of these films back then. But most people only know his work as playing a homeless man in They Live, Back to the Future.
You have a soul.
That I'd trade for a shower and a juggy jack.
Then the death of your enemies would consider a bargain.
You really are fucked up, you know that?
And in episodes of Power Rangers. Only in this film, the only thing he morphs out of is his tidy whities.
Simple simulated love making. Now, fortunately, you're going to be in the hands of an actor who's just real experienced in the art of making love. Namely me.
But I don't think I know what we're going to be doing. I mean, I really don't think I understand what
Jesus Christ, honey, would you get it together? Now, goddammit, I wrote the goddamn scene. I'm directing it. I'm also acting in it. Now, you read it.
I'm not sure Zordon would approve. After another commercial break, we get to the award for Best Dialogue, and we know it must have been good because the film quickly cuts away from the clip to an extended dialogue scene in this film, which I'm going to guess didn't win very many awards.
You crazy motherfucking son of a bitch! What did I do to deserve this?
A fire, right? Just say the words, Mr. Chairman.
The next commercial parody is for Kentucky Dildos, which I'm fairly sure is a parody of a Virginia Slims cigarette commercial at the time. The main difference here between those commercials and this being excessive nudity and a flying dildo.
Kentucky Dildos, because you've come a long way.
The next stag film parody is a take on Dragnet with a Joe Friday type who looks a little too much like Treat Williams, and there's a lot of talk of hoses and cringy rape humor.
Joe, what's an APB? I don't know.
However, we do get to see a pair of sexy naked twins.
They are presently serving time in a California winery.
But don't worry, the rape jokes don't stop there as they continue into the next commercial parody. I think I'm gonna have to start some kind of cringe meter for these kind of films. You know a movie's good when the lead actor tries to take a taxi out of the picture. I can't show you the next scene, but it does involve the titular black socks of the original title of the film. The title joke being that men in adult films didn't take off their socks for their scenes. The film ends with a press conference with George Buckflower and his statuesque co-star Inga fielding questions from the audience, just as we question ourselves as to why we ever started watching this thing. In the end, it's a silly little film, and while better than expected, do understand that this was made in the 70s and some of the film may be a little triggering to some viewers. And we here at Peepshow do take that kind of stuff seriously, as we believe in punching up rather than down. But at least the presentation is done in a way that we understand that none of this was presented as reality, and thankfully it's not the bulk of the movie. No, I think this is the bulk of the movie. I'm not sure how this would play as a group movie night thing, but it might go over better watching with a special friend, with the understanding that some of the humor may be a little cringy, and that you're probably going to see George Buckflower's junk.
See you, boys.
Currently, the film is distributed by Troma Home Video.
Did he find out?
No.
What happened?
He loved it.
Really? The whole thing.
Thank you for joining me on this third Peepshow Menagerie movie review, and yes, I have decided to go with this theme and will be reviewing several films like this from the 70s, many of which came before the Kentucky Fried Movie, which I'll also get to. Let me know if you liked it by clicking the thumbs up button below, and please leave a comment on what some of your favorite bad movies are. Heck, maybe me, my co-producer Angie, or one of our other performers will end up reviewing one of them. Also, if you want to support all the crazy things we do on this channel, please join our new Patreon site, where you can see lots of exclusive photos, videos, and all sorts of stuff we've been working on, including our full-length film, Best of Burlesque Land, which is a 2020 exclusive to our Patreon. Stay tuned for more burlesque teas, movies, and B-movies coming soon.
Anyway, Mr. Bradley'd like to have you in his office about 9:30 tomorrow morning. Hey, honey, you got anything to eat?